Hi, Vicky. We will be doing this, I think we're scheduled from 1 to 4 p.m. So if you could come by.
Okay.
There are 3 months for giving out the blessing bracelet. So please stand behind the blue line, please. There are on the floor, blue line, please.
Oh, okay. 금요일 일루웨
Welcome everyone. This is part 2 of our Azusa live stream today. We will be here. Posted time to meet with the Venerable Monks is 1 to 4 p.m. Azusa, California. This is the beautiful Burmese temple here, Monastery.
Yes. Okay. After you receive the wristband, you turn around and you receive it at the marble.
Aluka is right here. Yeah. Aluka's taking a nap. Debbie, this is the Azusa Monastery in Azusa, California. The Venerable monks are giving out the peace bracelets and this postcard here that says every step matters, walk for peace. And of course today is going to be my peaceful day, right there. So now that you know where we are, where's everybody watching from?
Everybody, please come.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go. 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 It's okay. It's okay. Yep. Go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait a second.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Yes.
Keep going.
Bante said keep going.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Aloka's side-eye.
ต่อไป
Wow. Hi, Betsy. How many people? I think when there was registration, it went all the way up to 2,000 people for today. So the organizers stopped the registration and just did an open for all invitation. And so with that in mind, with there being a lot of people here waiting, Venerable Banyakara doesn't want to keep people waiting too long, so that's why we're moving through. A little quicker than intended, but here she goes. It's with Honda. It's okay.
Thai name. Thai name.
Sorry, it's okay.
ရာကာရနဲ့ရွှေဘုံပွင့်ဆရာတော်ပဲကြွပါမယ်
Yeah, I have them, but can I have the envelope? Okay. Okay. Wait for me over there.
Aloka printer ဆက်ရှိတယ်လောက်ရှိသူအလောကပြီမှာဆရာတော်ကတန်းချီတယ်လေသူရဲ့ခေါ်တယ်မှာစိုက်တယ်မှာသူရဲ့ပိတ်ဆက်မှာတန်းချီတယ်အဲ့ဒီပေါင်းကလည်းလုံးလိုက်ပါအောင်အဲ့ဒါဟိုဒီနေ့ဒီမှာထိုင်ရင်းနဲ့ဟိုတဲ့ကဥစ္စာကခွေးအိတ်နဲ့ခြေတော့တင်ထားတယ်သင်နေတော့အမလေးမျိုးရဲ့ဆဲတယ်မှာမရဘူးဘုရားပြောရသူတင်တယ်သူပြတ်တယ်
All right, let's go.
I hope you get good bad in some places.
That's for me. Thank you.
Hello, check, check. Hello, check the mic. Hello, 1, 2. Check, check. Check, check. No, just 1, 2. Hello, testing 1, 2.
What is that, Sid? Ma'am? Documentary? Just a little sneak peek at the outside where everyone's gathering. Jenny Brown, yes, 2,000 registrations within a few days, and so the registration was dropped, so it's just an open invitation for all to come. Bante Silananda.
Today we had a program in Monastery, Azusa, Myanmar we have Myanmar Monastery. So today for the temple member donate for the Monastery project, the stupa donation ceremony. So today the final day on Sunday. So tomorrow what will be the program? Then I go to the Thai temple and then another Myanmar temple in Fresno, California. On the 15th, we go back to Dallas. Thank you for everyone.
Thank you, Bante Silananda. Thank you. What did he say? So, Bante Silananda just let us just review the program for the next few days and where we'll be. So to recap, we're at Azusa Monastery, a Burmese Buddhist temple in Azusa, California. And we came here because there were a lot of generous donors for the Dhammacittiya project. And so we came here, and yesterday alone was about 9 stupas or so. So on top of that, just donations from everybody here towards the project and the sacred dream to make Dhammacittiya a preservation of the Buddha's teachings, 840 stupas representing 84,000 teachings. Just everybody coming together and Bante kept saying yesterday, it's not just his vision, it's everybody's. And so us coming together to make this project be a reality is something extremely beautiful. And I think he said merit making, but it's like continuous because it'll last for generations. And so we're at, again, the Azusa Monastery in Azusa, California. We're basically like up in the mountains, kind of. And then after this, we will be going to Wat Thai, Los Angeles. And after Wat Thai will be Morocco Monastery. And I think Bante is getting ready to speak. Kimberly, no, this is not my full-time job. Even though I wish it was, it is not.
I think it was like maybe, just so it's just like.
Elizabeth is a volunteer and with our group. To go with Bante is to have been invited. So yeah, we appreciate Elizabeth coming to help us with all these trips. We love Elizabeth. And it's spelled A-L-E.
Thank you. Now we would like to respectfully invite Venerable Bhikkhu Ginyakara, our work for Seattle, to kindly deliver the special Dhamma talk to our assembly. Seattle, please.
First of all, before I came to LA, the schedule was this morning on the 12th, and the schedule for afternoon was a meet and greet. And then now that I talked this morning, now talking in. So a lot of talking. So everything changed. Everything changed. And then I received one of the questions. And I would like to ask you how you solve this problem too, okay? The question was, how can we use Buddhism meditation to overcome addiction? So how can we deal with that? Please advise. Any experience? Alcohol, right? Smoke. What else? Cocaine. Okay. A lot of things that is, but we're talking about all this addiction in really in not a good way. So how do you deal with that? Earlier you say practice. You say practice. Is there any other way better than practice? Mindfulness? Well, I show you a way. Would you like to hear my way? Get a higher dose. What is that dose? Well, when we addict to something, let's just say we smoking weed or alcohol, things like that, and we addict to it, right? And without it, we feel this is not my day. Without it, I will be suffer so much. And smoke, same thing. A lot of people trying to quit smoke. I promise from here up, I will never smoke again. Just from here up, okay? But down here, I still can smoke. You know, my life when I was young, my brother, when they built the roof in Vietnam, and he asked me go get him a cigarette. And then I put it in my mouth, and in Vietnam we don't use a lot of lighter, but there's a lot of fire to cook, so I just use this and then do like this, and it burned my face. And then when I take a very long breath in with that smoke, and I choke myself. From there on, I told my brother, don't you ever ask me to do that again. So I have never touched since then. And then when I drink, let's just say a little bit of beer, before I ordain, okay? Don't. Then my face, my body turned red. And I never touch it. I don't touch it. And a lot of things in Vietnam that my brother taught me, but those are not so good because, you know, a lot of unwholesome things that, you know, the adults always teach the kids in village and things like that. So I'm grateful that I I encountered all those, and then I told myself not to get into it. So I'm very grateful for that I experienced when I was young. And so that keep me away from all those. And so when we addict to something, it's very hard for us to quit. It's really hard. And so I say, get a higher dose. I mean it. But not the same dose, not the same thing. Let's say wine is not, I'm not asking you to get more wine, okay? A higher dose, a better dose, which is something that is higher than all those. And what are they? It's a way to practice, and you have to love it. You have to love it more than alcohol. We talk about meditation a lot. When you go to any monastery, you hear about meditation. When you go to anywhere or you join the Walk for Peace, you hear about meditation. Have you irritated yet? Okay. We talk about it a lot, but how can we do it? Hanging out, chit chat with our friends, drinking, eating, or traveling, all those are much better than looking at our own breath. That is why we chose those better than meditation. And then when we suffer enough, when the monk walked and told everybody that you suffer because you react, you suffer because of this and because of that. And then you realize that, oh, he's right. He pointed out for us. Now that I'm tired of all those, I don't want to repeat it. I should practice mindfulness. And then we put down everything and start practicing. Breathe in, breathe out, pop dog, pop up. Breathe in, breathe out, cruise, pop up. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh, tomorrow is going to be a huge sale. Breathe in and breathe out, and so on, so much thing popping up one after another. Isn't it those addiction? Shopping, yes? A lot of shirt, a lot of clothing that still have tags within it, and you haven't touched. But when you hear there's a huge sale, you would go for it. Collection. That is addiction. That is addict. And so all those are better than breathing in, breathing out. And then when you breathe in and all those pop up, you say, okay, I should go for that instead of sitting here doing this boring thing. Because why you giving up so easily? Because you cannot focus. Cannot focus within your breath. I mentioned it, breathe in and breathe out, thing pop up. That is why it pulls you off from this, right? Okay, I will concentrate. Pop up, it pulls you off right away. Try hard, bring it back. The monk say, pull it back, and then pull it back. A different thing pop up, it pulls you off again. And then close your eye, breathe, and then pop up again. I hate this. Why can't I focus? We start talking to ourselves. Probably I have done something wrong. Or maybe he didn't show me the right way. We keep on talking to our mind like that. And then finally, you make a strong determination, strong decision. I will give up. I will not practice again. Or when you breathe in and breathe out for a day and then your friends call, tell you all the good things out there, remind you all the good time that you have hang out with them in the bar and the restaurant, all kind of good food. Oh, I heard that there's a new restaurant that just opened. We should go there. And you give it up so easily. Because, why? So much attraction, all those things pull you up so easily, and that is why we all keep failing. Keep on failing. So how can we deal with all those? It's because you have not given that meditation enough love versus the love that you give into all those shopping, alcohol, hanging out, traveling, right? So I said, if you want to do this, you have to love meditation. Love it like you love the person next to you, or your partner, or your children, or all those good times that you experience. You have to love it like that, at least the same like that. But we should love more than that in order for us to stick to that meditation. Without that love, we would let it go. Right? So to deal with all this kind of addiction, a higher dose means that the meditation, the practicing, that is much more desired than all the things. It means that you have to love it more than everything else. And why do you have to love that more than anything else? It's because that is the only way to shift your life, to overcome the addiction. Why? Because if you let your mind be free, remember, if we don't give our mind a job to do when we wake up, then what's going to happen? This mind will pick up all the trash to chew it over and over. And then one whole day, our mind is filled up with all kind of trash. Isn't it? Trash means all those undesirable things, all those angry things, not happy things in life. I call be empty like that. Then smoke, alcohol, shopping, all those things will keep on popping up, and it pulls you off from the thing that you wanted to do, which is meditation, focus, concentration. But when you give yourself a chance, feel it, overwhelm yourself with that meditation by breathing in and breathing out. Don't let yourself have a free time. Then your mind is also still pop up all those, but you are more mindful now to come back to your method, which is the breathing. That is how we work to overcome difficulties and addiction. But of course, most of us, we expect the outcome after the first try, second try, and 1 week try. Can it happen that way or no? For some people, yes. But for most of the people, no. Why for some people, yes? Why? Do you know why? Because they really open up their mind, their heart, and they don't give a lot of expectation. Plus, this is most important thing. Their perfections, which is the paramis in our Buddhism, their perfections are already fulfilled. All they need is just the right time for it to ripe. They have a lot of merits. That is why when the time comes, they're ready for it. But for most of us, we are not ready. Remember the lotus? The fourth lotus rising really high above the water level. This type of lotus only need one more sun. Shine to it, will bloom. Those are the people. Some of the people, just one sunshine, it will bloom. It means that when you hear anybody tell you how to practice, how to do this, and point directly to those suffering things of your life, you realize that, okay, I should practice, I should continue diligently practicing this, then it will bloom right away after a couple of tries. But for most of us, a lot of us, okay? We are the first kind of lotus which is under the water level. This is the water level, we are under it. This type of lotus only to feed the creatures, fish, shrimp, and other creatures underneath the water. It means that a lot of the time you try and then you give up, try and give up, and then finally you set yourself as giving up. Will never try anymore. Whatever comes, let it come. I don't care anymore. Those are the type of lotus is under the water surface. The second lotus is rising above the water level. This will need some sun, couple of days, couple of months, shine to it in order for us to rise high and then bloom. The third one is above the water level that much. This one will take couple of sunshine, hit it, and then it blooms. It try hard, but not like 100%. But the fourth one, which is ready, just one more time, one reminder, he will awake. So, in order for us to be fulfilled and awake right away after somebody reminds us, after listening to the message of peace, then we have to set ourselves to practice diligently and never give up. Giving up is so easy. Anybody could do this. But for us not to give up and still fighting to overcome all the difficulties, that is the most challenging things, difficult things. But that tells us the difference between us and the people who always easily giving up. If we are the same as everyone else, just things come, things happen, and we give up, then we just gonna be like that forever. The difference is that we never give up, even though we fall a lot of time. We fail, but we still try hard to stand up and walk again. If we keep doing that, means you are fulfilling your perfections. Each and every day fulfilling your perfections, then when times come, the right condition come, you will be awake. But it always requires us to start from one simple thing. In the morning, wake up. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Write that down. That's so small and simple. How many of you were here this morning? Okay, so new audience today? Okay. So this morning I asked how many of them write that statement down. Now I also want to ask how many of you writing that down. Today going to be my peaceful day. Oh, this is over. This is even worse. This morning I got 50. Now I got 5. What's happening here? See, you're not loving yourself enough. If you love yourself enough, you could have done that long ago, since the walk. It's been 5 months now after the walk. And here we are, only 5 of us practice that way. So you're addicted to something else. You're addicted to your old habits. Isn't it? You have your old habit, which is, what is that habit? Giving up. Your old habit is not willing to try something new, something better. Because all other things are better. We think that way and we pursue that way. So how can we become a better person? How can we have a peaceful day and peaceful life? If we're not willing to give us a chance to try something better. We should ask ourselves that question every day. Because I believe the reason why we are here today because of suffering. Isn't it? Different people, different way of suffering. It's because of the message that I share. Somehow it help or it trigger us to come here. But after listening and come home and go back to the old days, then what is the purpose? What is the purpose in life that we always ask? I have no purpose of life. What is the purpose of this life? What I'm doing here in this circle of life? That is a question we keep on asking. But then when somebody show us the way, show us the reason, we listen, we agree, but we're not doing it. So what is going on? How many more lives that we willing to come back and go, come back and go? It's so sad that we are not serious in saving our life. So I encourage you to get a higher dose to overcome this addiction, which is the practicing diligently and love that way of practicing more than anything else in this world. And how do we do that? That is just a saying. But how can we love that boring thing? One of the most effective way that I show, a lot of people when they come to the meditation retreat, they close their eyes and their face is so serious, like my face. Okay, I'm always serious. So when you set your face that serious on meditating, I'm pretty sure you give up very easily. No relax, no result. It means that when you sit down, for us, we kind of worry, am I doing it right? What should I do? My posture seems to be not correct. a lot of questions, a lot of concerns about this meditating. And so we keep on asking ourselves things like that and have doubt. That is why we cannot sit. That's why we cannot concentrate. What I show people is to just sit and relax. The first thing ever in meditation is to relax your whole body and mind, especially your face. You try this after you go home today, okay? You will see what I mean. When you relax your whole face and then breathe in and breathe out, remember, with a smile, a gentle smile on your face. Relax, a gentle smile on your face. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Thought pop up, it's okay. Acknowledge that. Knowing that you have a thought. Observe that thought. Acknowledge that thought. Come back to your breathing. In, out, in, thought pop up again. Observe that thought. Acknowledge that thought. Come back to the breathing. Face expression still, relax, smile. And then thought pop up. Your face started to change. You have to notice that. Come back within your breath. No expectation. Breathe in and breathe out. Somebody say something. You hear it through your ear. And then you start to react. Your face expression started to change. You have to observe that. You have to acknowledge that, okay, your face started to getting mean now. Tell yourself that, relax, smile. Breathe in, breathe out. Your husband say something. Don't react. Why are you laughing so hard? Is that you and your husband? Acknowledge that. Do not react. Face expression, still keeping relaxed, gentle, smile. Breathe in, breathe out. When he raises his voice, you get a higher dose. Okay? Overcome that voice. What is that higher dose? This, and smile, and relax. Stronger. No react. When your mind started to talk, take a deep breath. Relax. If you cannot stand it, just gently open your eyes and look at him. Give him a higher dose. Not a mean face, okay? Give him a higher dose with a beautiful smile. Honey, would you please? I will come back with you. What do you need? If he needs you to do something, it's okay. Get up, do that for him. You don't have to say, I'm meditating. And he says, so what? And now you get mad. Instead of doing that, okay, I will do it. Get up, do it. While you're doing it, this is the most important thing. Relax. Smile. No react. And wholeheartedly doing it while you are observing what you're doing. If you be able to be mindful with what you're doing and be mindful with your mind, with all that talking inside your mind, that is meditation. You are meditating. You don't have to sit down and close your eyes. But most of the time when you set your time to meditate, you expect yourself to sit there with eyes closed, everything shut. And then when things not come to the way you expect, you get mad. That is not the way to meditate. Remember, vipassana, inside meditation means anything comes, you observe it, you acknowledge it, but you are not interacting with it. When you sit in like this, and then when a guest knock on your door, and then you say, "Hi, come in. You want tea? You want snacks?" Things like that. You start to interact with it. Then you are no longer meditating. Instead of doing that, all you need to do is just relax. Observe that mind. Observe that thought. Anything happen, just do it. While you're doing it, focus in it. Concentration on what you're doing. That's all you need. And when you're done, give him a big smile. Are you happy now? Now you can meditate again if you wish. We don't have to react. That's what I mean. If we have to react, it's your choice to react with kindness or anger. But you have to know, when you react with anger, you and him can never talk with each other. And you cannot meditate anymore. You try that, observe that at your own house, then you will see. But if you choose to react with kindness, with a gentle smile, a beautiful smile, give him that beautiful smile that he have never seen before, okay? Then everything will be soft. If he says something, then tell him, "Venerable Panyakara told me to do that. Today is our peaceful day." Then enjoy. We don't have to fight. That's what I want to tell you. We don't have to fight. Because the more we react, the more we fight, the suffer we are. And we cannot have a conversation together. We cannot have a family like that. And if you have kids, baby, your mom shout at you, yell at you, she afraid to tell me the truth. When your mom or your dad yell at you, tell them, "Today is our peaceful day." This is how we should live with each other. We don't have to fight with each other. I mean it. This could create a much better world. Why we have to fight with each other like this? And when we tell each other that I love you, and the other person say, "I love you too," where are those now? When we fight, when we argue, where are those loving statements that we made to each other? Where are they? They gone with the wind? See, we talk a lot, but we're not doing it. So get a much higher dose to overcome everything else. Please do this. Okay? Any question for me? Yes. How long? Oh, now you want to get the result now. When people ask you how long should you meditate, I really don't know how should we answer, because this is something that will follow us for the rest of our life. Remember one of the statements I said, before we reach to DC, I said, but that is not the end of the journey. DC is not the final destination. And every time when I ask Now I want to ask you. Most of us here follow the walks, right? Yes? Will you continue walking with us? In spirit, right? And how do we walk? Mindfulness, practicing mindfulness, kindness, compassion, right? That is how we walk with each other. And we gave you the peace bracelet. Earlier we gave you those bracelets, isn't it? What does it mean? It means that we are tying you up with us so that you cannot escape from walking. The reason is because I want all of you to walk with us for the rest of our life. Because meditation have no limit. The more we practice, the better we are. So we take the whole life to practice this. But when we practice meditation with an expectation or a timeline, then I don't think we're gonna get the real result. Just tell yourself that this is something that lives with us in our blood, in our daily life. Just like the way of life that I said, the Buddhism is the way of life. Meditation is a way of life. We live with it. We enjoy with it. We act upon it. That is how meditation works. The more you practice, the better you are. And when is the most effective way to practice during the day? Is in the morning, when we wake up. That is when we got a whole night of sleep, rested. Now our mind is still fresh and pure after we wake up. But it will only fresh and pure when we have a good sleep. If we go to bed with anger, or any type of unwholesome thought, we cannot sleep. Then when we wake up, tired, exhausted. See? So after we got rested for the whole night, when we get up, try to clean up your bed, make your bed, go to the bathroom without your lover. Who is that? Just laugh that loud. You know who's the lover is? Your cell phone. Your cell phone. Now she realized and she cracked herself up even more. Well, the lover, all of us has our own lover. You cheated your partner because it's always in your pocket, right beside your pillow. You wake up in the middle of night, you grab your lover. When you wake up, you talk with your lover, not your partner. Means that you use your phone more than you interact with your partner, right? Before you go to bed, you say goodnight to your lover. Waking up in the middle of night, you talk with your lover. You wake up in the morning, you grab your lover and check the status. And a lot of you say, I checked the waffle piece overnight. All those things is not helping you. Okay? So, and then not just that alone. You take your lover to the bathroom with you. And the bathroom is not the place where you should communicate with your partner. It smells. Firstly, it smells. Secondly, because of unmindful, you drop your lover into that bowl. Now you have to spend money to buy a new lover. It's all because of unmindful. And what you not realize is that there are people waiting outside for their turn to communicate with their lover inside of that toilet. Imagine you at your workplace, only 3 bathrooms. 100 employees, and each one take 15 minutes in that toilet while the other waiting outside for their turn to communicate with their lover. That is what we build up bad habits for ourselves. What are you doing in the toilet by talking with someone else? They could hear something. Are you not embarrassed? So should not take your lover to the bathroom. That is the bad habit. Okay? Leave him and her alone. Go to the toilet, go to the bathroom, clean up, come right out. Take a deep breath. Write down the message, today is going to be my peaceful day. And then breathing. Practice meditation after that. That is gonna give you a better result. If you are Buddhist followers, you will believe this. In the morning time, a lot of devas, they travel. Spirits, angels, that's what we call deva. They travel around. If they see you are practicing mindfulness, you have a really good energy, they will stop. They respect you. And with their energy, will support our practicing. That's why it's so effective in the morning, early in the morning. The most beautiful time throughout the day is from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. And then the second is from 5 to 6. So who's here waking up at 2 a.m. to practice? Please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Those are the time that is so peaceful for all of us. You can try. And I show you one trick, okay? If you sleep during the night, let's say after 1 or 2 a.m. and then you happen to wake up and you're not feeling tired. For most of the time, we try to go back to sleep. Is that right? But don't. That is when you're already fully rested. Instead of going back to sleep, meditate. You will be fully awake and awareness. You practice, it's better for you at that time. And then later, if you want to go back to bed, that's fine. But don't be panicked when you wake up. Don't be panicked when you cannot sleep. And you know the reason why you cannot sleep already is because of this mind talking with each other all the time, talking over the phone, talking with the phone all the time. That is why we cannot go to bed easily. So we should change that old habit. Right? And doing that every day, your concentration will build up. One day, your concentration will be much stronger. Every time when the thought pop up, you see it right away. Once you see it, you will not pursue to follow it. Instead, you just give in a react with a smile to that thought. That is how we overcome all kind of addiction and difficulties in life. We cannot wipe out all the thoughts. Nobody can do this. But we live with those thoughts. We are not interacting with the thoughts. That is the difference between the meditators with the one who not meditating. So don't expect your mind to be empty. Okay, it's will talking. It will just like this. Our job is not trying to eliminate them. Our job is trying to see them, observe them, let them come and go by itself.
Hello.
Namaskar ครับ I just want hello Namaskar พระอาจารย์ so when I woke up like between from 2 till 4 what kind of the meditation that you recommend like a sitting meditation or sleeping meditation or just walking meditation
Sleep in meditation. You mean
Thank you.
lying down meditation?
yeah I don't know what for that I should
Okay, lying down is different with sleeping meditation. For most of us, we sleep in meditation a lot. You know why? When we breathe in and breathe out, like this. You know why? It's because it's not that you wanted to go to sleep. It's because of it's bored. Remember I said that it's boring. That is why. And then our concentration is not strong enough with our object. That is why we feel bored and then fall asleep. But once your mind is strong enough, concentration stronger, you will never fall asleep anymore during the meditation, except when your body is so tired and exhausted. You will experience it yourself, okay? At the beginning, most of us, we will fall asleep while we meditate. Me as well. Same thing, everybody. That is normal, nothing to embarrass about. But the more we practice, the awakened we are. That is the result. And so in the morning when we wake up, should sit to meditate. If you lying back there on the same spot, we will fall back to sleep. So get your face washed, go wash your face, and then take a cup of warm water. Do some exercise if you wish for the blood to a very gentle one, okay? For your blood to circulate, and then you can sit for meditation. Okay? Lying down is during the day or during normal hours. Which one? Oh.
So I don't have a question, I have a comment. I'm here to say thank you. Thank you for being such an inspiration during this very dark times. Following you just brought my heart so much joy, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Ditto with that. Ditto with that. My question is, where do we write today will be my peaceful day?
Where?
Where do I write it? Yeah, because you said write it.
On a piece of paper. A lot of people, they use a notebook. And every line, each line, one statement, today is going to be my peaceful day, and they date it after it. And the next day, they will write the next line. Instead of one page per day, that is so wasteful. So one line per day on your notebook. So that time when you look back, you will see your changes started from where.
Thank you for the opportunity. When you were a child, did you have a foresight of the world? And what is your family of origin in your past?
I born in Vietnam. I have a very long story of my family. My father and mother is from the central of Vietnam, and I born somewhere between the central and whatever that is. And then my family moved around. In Vietnam, 1991, we to USA, and then we failed the interview. We couldn't go anymore. And then 1997, they called us again, and that is when we came to United States, 1997. All those time I was just a normal child, just like everyone else. And my mom hit me many times. My brother shouted at me many times, just like everyone else. Nothing new, nothing major, nothing important. And so when I came to United States, that is when I learned about Buddhism. Not in Vietnam. I didn't know anything in Vietnam. I didn't know that there's Buddha, there's temple, anything. But I remember that one time I give offering to one of the monk who wear this robe. Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu, that's where I stay before I came to United States. When I was a child, and then my family went to work and I stay home by myself. The highway is in front of our house. I saw the monk wearing exactly like this with the arms, with the bow. He walked arms round. And then that is the first time ever in my life that I seen a monk. But I didn't know that is a monk. I don't know what to call, how to call. I don't know what he's doing, but I know that he walked barefoot with his bow slowly, and then he stopped in front of my house. Automatically, I ran in and then I scooped one scoop of rice. Not the boiled one, okay, the raw one. And then I rushed out, and then he opened the lid of that bowl, and I poured the whole can of rice into his bowl. And I rushed to go in and put the can away, and I rushed to come back out. I didn't see him anymore. But that's the only highway, and both sides just like houses. He can't go anywhere except that straight direction, but I didn't see him anymore. And I thought that it's just normal. When I grow older and older, when I came to United States, and then I joined the Buddhist youth, because my friends say it's fun. Joining the Buddhist youth is fun. Okay, so join. And I joined, I practice, and I learn a little bit of the Buddha teachings, and that is when I know about Buddhism. Day after day, and then when I graduated and I went to work, and I feel exhausted. I don't want to work. I don't want to deal with all that things anymore. And I drove myself to the temple. And I saw my teacher. He just went out for chanting. So I saw him also in the red robe like this. He walked under the heat of Texas at 12 p.m. And he just walked back and forth, and I just follow him. And he turned around, "What do you need?" I said, "I want to ordain to become a monk." I have never expected this. I have never prepared myself like this. For a temporary monk, that's what I said. He said, "Okay, when?" I said, "Give me 2 weeks so I can arrange my work." And then 2 weeks later I came back, and he shaved my head. And I stay at the temple, study. He gave me a book, say, "Read it. Whatever you don't understand, ask." And I just sit anywhere within the temple, and I read it myself. And I read how to recite, how to chant. Days after day, and I ask him, "Can I ordain to become a monk? A real monk?" He say, "No." And then I went home, I talked with my parents, they say no. And then second time, when people's mowing, and so that gazebo of the temple is the first thing that's set at the temple with the Buddha statue. That gazebo, with a broom, I come out and sweep the ground, and I saw all the grass that they mow, and I imagine all those grass on my hair. I think of those grass, it's just exactly like my hair. And I said, now if I, and it's itchy and I don't like this feeling. And these are defilements, but I cannot clean it up yet. So I will gather you here. I will clean it later. I talk to myself that way. and I talk to myself about all those defilements in my mind. And then when I turn around and then sweep around the gazebo, there's a leaf falling from the big tree in front of my eyes, falling like this. A young leaf, a green one, okay, slowly falling down. And I look at the leaf, this is so impermanent. It's not the old leaf that is falling, but the young leaf is also falling. So my life, one day I also going to die like this. What should I do? And I thought rush to come in, and I saw my teacher walking around by the parking lot. And I stood there and I asked him, Master, that is what I experienced. I tell him the whole story. And he say, wow, you can imagine, you can think of that, you're great. Because back then when the Buddha time, when he gave a sermon to somebody, they realized right away, let's just say shower, they pour the water from the top of their head and going down to the feet, they awaken, they enlighten right away. Now you looking at the grass and the leaf falling and you can think that way, you're great. And I was so happy that he say all that thing. So I asked, so can I ordain? He said no. And so second time I went home and talked with my parents, they say no, you have to stay home, get married, have kids. We will prepare food for you every day so you can go to work. I say, but this is not what I want. And so I went back to the temple. One night, my teachers walking in the middle of the night at 12 midnight without going to sleep. And I cannot go to sleep because before that he taught me, as a student, you cannot lie down before your teacher. As a student, you cannot lie down when your teacher is already awake and up. That's what he taught me. So how dare for me to go to bed when he's still walking? So I just stood there and looked at him walk back and forth inside the monk's residence. And then 1 o'clock in the morning, I ran out of patience. And I asked him, Master, can I ordain to become a monk? He said, I am very difficult. And I mean it. Can you stand it? I say, yes, I need a teacher like that. And then we talk. And he say, I already picked out the date for your ordination. Full moon of April. And he told me, tomorrow go home and talk with your parents. And I couldn't sleep that night because of the joyful moment, feelings. And I went home, my mom and my dad, I invited them to my bedroom. I asked them to sit on my bed. They start to cry. They started to cry, and then I bowed down to them 3 times. And they cry even louder, bigger. They say, I know right the moment when you step in the house, I know that this is the last time that I see you as in this form. And then I asked him, and I asked Mother, if you love me, please let me go the way, this path. If you don't love me, then you can keep me at home like this, but I'm pretty sure I will not live long. I told them that, and they cried so hard. And then after a while, we talking back and forth, and they say, we agree. Go ahead and do the thing that you wanted to do. And then my ordination begins just like that. After the ordination, there are different groups, which I never knew them. I never knew them before. I've never met them. They come to the temple right after my ordination, the day after, and they try to disrupt me. They say all kind of things that is not familiar with me in front of my teachers, and they use mantra and things to fight, to hit me. And I was like, what I'm doing, I didn't do anything wrong. I was a man who also kind. I have no enemies. Why all these people keep on coming and do all this thing to me? And then one after another, group after group, they keep coming and do that thing to me. And that time I was so scared too. I didn't know what happened. And my teachers and one of my sisters protect me by that time. And they told my teachers, if you let him ordain and if you let him stay within this temple as an ordination person, you will pay a really big karma. He told my teachers like that. So you have to disrobe him. On behalf of the Gautama Buddha, we are here trying to disrobe him. That's what they told me and told my teacher. After many months, they cannot do anything. They cannot push me out the temple. They stopped. And then from there, I started to learn. I started to realize about myself, my life. What can I do in this form as a monk? And there, the journey like that, and the journey of the Dhammacetiya project. And then after the Dhammacetiya project, the walk of peace begins as well. So that is my journey of becoming a monk, as just like everyone else, nothing special. Yes, that's my story. And so the monk who I offer a can of rice, up until now, I believe that is the messenger to remind me. I believe that way.
You started the walk of peace in many. You started the walk of peace in many Asian countries, and what was a triggering point of your mindfulness to start in the USA?
Well, my first walk was in India and Nepal, 2022. That's when we adopted Aloka. And so during that walk, I realized that, we walk and we experience the footstep of the Buddha. Because he walked like that for 45 years to teach, to share the mindfulness technique to all the beings. And so when we walk in India and Nepal, I actually experience it with my own foot. And every step I made, I think of him. Appreciation. We learn a lot about the Buddha, walk here and there to share the sermon and things like that, but we cannot feel how it actually worked, right? Until we actually walk on that path. And then every day when I encounter difficulties, diarrhea, sick, vomiting, all kind of things like that. Then every time when I encounter things like that, I think of the Buddha. What would he do? He also suffered with those kind too. But it's because of the benefits and the happiness of many, he's not giving up. He continued doing that until his last breath. And so we as the disciple of the Buddha, we walk on this path, and I gained that mindfulness technique, practicing at least a little after practicing. So why can't we share that with the others? I ask myself that way. If I already benefited it, I should share it to the other people too. Because everyone's seeking for this. Regardless of faith, belief, religions. Mindfulness isn't just for Buddhists. It's for everyone, because breath is within all of us. Right? And so that is why I think that we should walk to share the message of peace. And of course, in order for us to have peace, which is mindfulness, we have to practice. And as the story I already shared, that is because of seeing so much suffering around us during the pandemic. And every day And I also went to prison to teach mindfulness as well. So seeing them suffer, I wanted to share to as many as possible. That is why I wanted to do that walk. So from the Buddha time and up until now, there were so many monks, so many groups walking like that. It's not Dutanga. Okay, we have to be clear. This is not the Dutanga practicing. Dutanga have nothing to do with the walk. But while you walk, you can apply Dutanga. Then yes. Okay. And so we use this method, this way of walking also to practice, to see ourselves, to reflect ourselves, because everything will run in so fast and quickly. So if we have a way to slow us down, that is the walk. And so that is why I walk in the United States. And I think that is the right time. That's why the walk begins in Texas to DC.
Thank you. Hi. Could you please tell us a little bit more about your sutra project?
The Dhammacettiya project. If you see the banner, the backdrop right there,
Yes,
Dhammacettiya.
How is that going?
The progress of it. That is the vow that I made, and right now, up until now, is 12 years now since the vow silently and then speaking out. Up until now, we still in the process of finalizing the construction of the main stupa. And I hope that next year we can start building the main stupa first. While we are here, we got invited by Sayadaw and the family to come here to receive the donation of the stupa. And at first, I thought it's just 1 and 2 stupa donated here. When I came, it's 11 stupa total that donated yesterday, and at the speak last night, 1 stupa. And so that is the offering towards this project. And so I think that we are getting closer to the completion of this project and the projects of humankind, of all the human in this world. So I will try my best to continue doing that. If not, then I will reborn to continue if I die.
Good afternoon.
Or more.
I was wondering if you can give us a little bit of history about Aloka, like where you guys picked her up, how she ended up being with you guys. I mean, I read a little bit about it, but I'd rather, instead of reading it, hear it from you.
Aloka was found in India 2022 when we walk. About 200 kilometers away from Kolkata airport. And day 6 of the walk, we found him. He saw us walking and then he followed along. And then just like that, enjoying the moment of petting. And then he sunk himself into the mud every day when we walk. If he see mud, if he see dirty water, he would go down there. And every day I am the one who have to take care of him because he sleep with me, of course. I have to shower him even though we don't have enough water to shower. You know, in India, we have to use a handheld pump well, okay? We have to pump. After 10 person shower, then the water started to change from clear into dirty and things like that. Yellow color. And I have to sacrifice my water to shower him. And every time when I see him sunken himself in the mud, I was like, oh, great. And so continue walking, and he encountered a lot of sickness too. Almost died, and he got struck by one of the car during the early morning when it's foggy. So he got struck about 10 feet away, flew 10 feet away with Shoal, his brother dog, the first dog who walked 5 years on a row. And they both got struck by that car. And luckily, they still survived. But the sickness, vomiting and diarrhea and stuffy nose, he cannot breathe. He getting cold and his body started to give the smell already. And I hold him in my arms and walk around by the border of Nepal and India trying to looking for a vet. So when I walk there and I ask about the doctor, vet, Aloka. And I talk in English and people responded with Hindi. And so I don't know what they're saying, and they probably don't know what I'm saying. But seeing me carrying a dog, finally we stopped by one of the Yamaha shop. And they speak English and they help me to locate the vet. It's far, and they call the vet over and then give him a lot of shots. The vet poke him with one after another shot with the needle, and then the needle bend. And then he take it out and he straightened it and poked it again. That is how India works. Okay, that's normal. And I don't know if it's his merit or not, but after he followed me, he got poked a lot by needles. Though by that time, at least 15 times. Because it's a long journey for him to recover. Because he about to die. And I didn't give up. This time that we lost him, kilometers away, but I still come back for him to look for him. And then when I came back and I saw him, I say, Aloka, and then he just rushed to come over and then happy and so enjoyed to see me again. And of course, his whole body smells so bad. And he just trying to kiss me and things like that. So my rope stick all those things. And so I smell the same way as Aloka. And then after the walk, I feel like he deserved better. Because if I leave him back in India, he will go back to his old way as a stray dog, roaming around in the street. So I feel bad for him. I say, he deserved better. And I send a message home to my devotees at the temple. I say, I want to bring Aloka to United States. They didn't say anything. They go ahead and cook and sell it to fundraise for him. $10,000. And his paperwork and everything total $14,000. Me and Rohan, my helper in India, was running back and forth trying to get his paperwork done. Because it's a red zone from India to bring to United States. And so it's difficult. But we finally got everything sorted out, and then he get to fly on a different plane, come to United States and take 28 days of quarantine in JFK. After 28 days, we flew over and then take him back to Texas by car. And then he became a U.S. citizen. After paying the trainer a lot to train him. And then after that, they trained me to train him. And he became type of service to support me. Of course, I don't need his support. I support him basically, take care of him. But the walk, what brought him to the walk is because he cannot live without me. If he don't see me, he will damage things. He damaged a lot of things and he cried. Have you heard him cry? Yeah. He cried really bad. And that is Aloka. And so when he walked, you seen him walk. Even though he was exhausted and injured, he still wanted to walk. He don't want to ride on the car. with the car. That makes him special. And he brought a lot of joy and kind and things like that to the people, isn't it? Yes. Because a lot of you comes for him, not for me. See, clap. And so he deserves a better life. Why? Because he has his own mission. And now his foundation, Aloka Peace Dog Foundation, people contribute to his foundation a lot so that he can support animals around the world. That is his mission. And the first mission was accomplished in Sri Lanka after the 7 days walk in Sri Lanka. The president of Sri Lanka appointed him and tell us that he wants Aloka to come to Sri Lanka to walk. And so he sponsored the tickets and everything for Aloka, the president of Sri Lanka. And then we walk in Sri Lanka, touched so many souls and heart in Sri Lanka. And of course, it's so hot in Sri Lanka. And then after that, the president and the government of Sri Lanka passed the bill of shaving stray dog in Sri Lanka. And then we went to India, Thailand, India, and Nepal, also the same mission. And I brought that up to the government and I met with them and talked about it. And so we'll see what's going to happen. But that is his mission. That is our mission, to share loving kindness and compassion to many. That's what we working on. Okay. Thank you so much. Or more?
This is the last question.
This is the last one.
Yeah, sorry. Tell us that I heard you say one time that you believe that Aloka might have been a monk in a previous life, and that's why he is now continuing his mission as a dog. Can you talk about that?
Not just Aloka, a lot of us too. Because in samsara, which is a circle of life, we born and then die and then reborn again, life after life, as Deva, which is in heaven, and then human being, Asura, Beta, hungry ghost, hell, animal. These are the 6 realms that we are going back and forth, back and forth. And every time when we born into this world, we met with the Samma Sambuddha many times already. It's not that we have never met with the Buddha, because there are countless of Buddha already came to this world, but we still here. And so we probably already ordained and became a monk back then in our previous life. Aloka, same way. Why I say that is because when he saw the monks wearing these robe and walking around, and he follows right away, a lot of dogs gave up. Okay? Not just only him follow, but many dogs follow. After 3 days, after a week, they drop out. Except Aloka. He continued his journey. And you see him when he see monks, he happy. And when he walked alongside with the monk, he was so enjoy with walking like that. So I believe that he also has his merit and his past life also already been doing this. Now he continue with this mission. Us too. We also practice, we also walk on this path already, but we fail many times. And that's why this life we have the privilege to come back, to meet with each other again, to continue this mission again. So we should work on it. Okay? Thank you so much. You raise your hand. Okay, one last question.
Please wait for the microphone. This is going to be our last questions. Thank you.
There we are. I struggle with having a lot of outward negative influences in my life. And it are people that don't want to stop being negative. It, of course, makes me struggle when There's just, when I find peace and then it comes at me again and again and again, and then I have deadlines I have to meet because there's requirements and there's this and there's that, and trying to get justice and peace and all these things, and finding a system in the United States that I can't even believe in anymore for a judicial system and these things. Besides just being mindful and peaceful, what are some good ways we can try to curb negative influences, especially from people that want to be either abusive or just don't want to stop, besides removing ourselves?
We cannot change the other. Okay. Because we always wanted to control the others. We wanted to change the others. That is why we suffer, regardless of how much we try. Because we expect the other to bring something beautiful or something that is nicer to our life, which it cannot happen that way. Why we were so happy receiving a present from somebody, a gift from somebody given to us. We're happy and enjoying it. Same way when people throw in lemons and bitter melons and rock at us, that is also a present. But why we refusing those and picking all the good things? While all those harmful things, which is bitter melons, lemons, rocks, means all those not nicer things, okay? Those are also your lesson. Those are also your teachers. Those messages are your teachers. Why are they our teachers? Because they teach us how to be mindful. They teach us how to be calm, be patient, and acceptance. We react when the people saying this and doing that, not with our expectation, a different way with our expectation. So instead of we keep on reacting, because when we react, it's still going to happen that way. We cannot change them. Right? But we want to change them. We want them to be better. We want them to say different things. That is why we suffer. Instead of we want them to change, instead of we want them to do this and say that, now we change ourselves. We change ourselves as a receiver. We receive all those things and convert it into a better thing. When they throw a rock, we take that rock and convert it into a beautiful garden. When they throw something at us, hatred, all those harmful things, we receive it and convert that into something we call merit. Without them, we cannot gain those merit. Without them, we cannot practice patience. Without them, we cannot practice kindness. It's because of this world have all kind of people with all kind of things like that, giving us a chance to practice kindness, compassion, and practice mindfulness, and practice patience. Patience is a key. Without patience, we cannot do anything. Let's just imagine if they don't bring things to us, if they don't say this, if they don't say that and do that, who would trigger us for that unwholesome mind to rise? If nothing happened, then we are just like this. No fun. Okay? No fun. If we just like this, flat. The road is flat as always, smooth as always, then we are not different than the others. What tells the difference is we can walk on any type of road. Roller coaster. Up the hill, down the hill, flat road. We can walk on any type of road in this life that makes us different with the others. And so don't try to change the other. Because the more you expect the other to do the way you want, the more you be suffer. Instead, just convert all those things. Tell yourself that, oh, they given me merit. Because they're giving you a chance to practice. And if you fulfill that, if you accomplish that, if you overcome that, means you gain merit, you gain wisdom. And so that is how we practice to liberate. That is how we practice to attain the blissfulness of Nibbana, not to come back to suffer anymore. So don't expect anything in life. Instead, just take those, convert it to something beautiful, nicer. Okay?
Yes, Bande. Dr. Jaya Singh would like to thanks to you from this. He's from Sri Lanka.
Bante.
Yes, you are close.
Good afternoon, Bante. I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm Dr. Sunil Jayasinghe. I'm very thankful for your visit to Sri Lanka. And I'm pretty sure that all the people in Sri Lanka really appreciated your coming, and also the president. I will let him know that you have mentioned in your speeches how the Sri Lankan people have treated you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. ကျွန်တော်များပြမဝိဟာရအဇူဇာကျောင်းတွင်ကျင်းပပြုလုပ်သော What for Peace ဆရာတော်များကိုဂုဏ်ပြုပူဇော်ပွဲနှင့်ကျောက်စာဓမ္မဇေတီလူတန်းပွဲအခမ်းအနားကိုဖြစ်မြောက်အောင်ပါဝင်ဖြစ်မြောက်အောင်ဆောင်ရွက်ပေးတဲ့တိပိကဆရာတော်ဖျားနှင့်တကွဘုံဘုံတော်သနာဘုံဘုံဣလနန္ဒရွှေဘုံမဲ့ဆရာတော်တို့လည်းအလူရှင်များကိုစားအထူးကျေးဇူးတင်ရှိပါတယ်တို့ကျွန်တော်များပြမဝိဟာရအဇူဇာကျောင်းဂောဘကအဖွဲ့ဝင်များနှင့်လောအားပေးအလူရှင်များအားလုံးဤကိုစားအထူးပင်ကျေးဇူးတင်ရှိပါတယ်ဤသို့ပါဝင်လူဒန်းဆောင်ရွက်ခွင့်ရအောင်စီမံဆောင်ရွက်ပေးတဲ့ဥမောင်မောင်ဒေါက်တာသက်နိုင်သမီးအပြည်နာတို့လည်းမိသားစုလည်းအထူးပဲကျေးဇူးတင်ရှိကြောင်းပြောကြားရင်းနဲ့ကျွန်တော်များခမ်းနားအစီအစဉ်ကိုဤတွင်ပြီးဆုံးကြောင်းကြေညာအပ်ပါတယ် Please explain.
Thank you. On behalf of Azusa Monasteries, we would like to give our profound gratitude to all the visiting venerables, sanghas, especially the most respectful venerable Shri Nyakara, Shri Searo, Sacramento Searo, Azusa Down Searo, thank you very much. Also, we would like to thank all of our volunteers, donors, devotees, and attendees who are coming from near and far away. Some are from different states. We would like to thank all of you for attending today, and then we conclude our ceremonies right now. Thank you very much. We appreciate your help. Please be seated until the monks enter the Dhamma hall. Please be seated. Please kindly be seated until the Sayadaw go inside the Dhamma hall. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. ရှက်တယ်နဲ့လာတော့သူများကျွန်တော်ရှက်တယ်၄နိုင်နောက်ဆုံးထားပြီးတော့ဒီမှန်ဆောင်ပေးမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်တို့အတွက်ကြောင့်ရှက်တယ်စီးလို့သူများအပြင်မှာအခု ready ရှိနေပါတယ်ရှက်တယ်နဲ့ပြန်လို့ရပါပြီခင်ဗျာ
All the shadows are waiting. The last shadow is going to be at 4 p.m. We have plenty of food. Please pick up food, drinks, and everything on your way out. Please feel free. We have a lot of sandwiches, drinks, water. Please pick them out. Yes.
ကျွန်တော်များခုချုပ်ကြည့်တဲ့ပြာဘရာလေးတဲ့သူခုစားတော့ဒီဝါလို့ရပါတယ်ခင်ဗျာ
Please take some food home. We have a lot of lunch packages. Please take it.
I'm not sure. I need to go because I've been here since before 8. I just need to sign my book. Can someone take it in? Can you, I'm still on the live stream. Can you check with another team member? Can they just stick it in there?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please take some lunches, packets, drinks, water, food. We got plenty of food. Please take them home. Thank you so much.
All right, everyone. As a lot of you suggested, we're going to take the walk up to the Bodh Gaya replica. Let's see here.
Okay, please feel free to visit the garden up in the hill. We have a beautiful Buddha garden up right there. Just a few steps away. Please feel free to go up and see the garden.
This signifies the birth of Siddhartha Gautama, Lord Buddha. There's a whole row of statues of monks holding their alms bowls for alms round. I've never seen this before. This is something really different and quite cool to see. Let's go up here. Second. I've been told there's a Bodh Gaya stupa replica here, but I don't see the one that looks like the Baja Bodhi temple in Bodh Gaya. Is this what you're referring to as the Bodh Gaya stupa? If someone knows, could you please confirm? It's beautiful though. the text. So the text lines, these are just the donors for, I'm guessing, this project here. Yes, the mountains are very beautiful. Oh, thank you. Okay, so someone was telling me it was the Bodh Gaya stupa. That's why I was like, I don't think it is. Thank you. I thought it was a Burmese. Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. All right, everyone, so we gotta get back to, this is a Bodhi tree here, which is really neat. You can tell by the leaves. Yes, Texas is pretty much flat. We were just in Canada, and that was one of my favorite things about Canada. It being so hilly and just the natural landscape. It looks so beautiful. Texas has its beauties too, but yeah, every place is beautiful in its own way, I think. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that second part 2 of our Azusa gathering here today at Azusa Monastery, a beautiful Burmese Buddhist temple here, just in front of these mountains. It's beautiful. If you have time, come check this place out for yourself. Practice some mindfulness and meditation. And as always, we hope you have a peaceful day. May you always be well, happy, and peaceful. And we will see you tomorrow with our California live stream continuation at Wat Thai, Los Angeles. Thank you, everyone. It's Ali, over and out.